I love to watch those myth debunking shows on TV, probably because I'm more curious and love to learn. Let's take a minute and hear about some common Agile product owner myths and debunk them. Myth 1. There is no planning in Agile. Well, we've seen in this course that's far from the truth. Planning is paramount to Agile success. In Agile, we love to plan. We love it so much we do it every day. We plan with increments of value and only the team tasks details for the upcoming priorities and sprints. In Agile, value is the driver of planning where scope, time, and budget can change as the team discovers where value comes from and determines how customers and markets react to the product. We can cut time and budget short, or we can extend it to cover the new scope of items. I like to think of it as a vacation, where I may have a fixed budget and a timeline, but each day I can decide how to make my vacation valuable. My plan each day may change based on how the day before went. If I decide to spend more and run out of money, I can decide to dip into my savings or say good enough. Vacation goal met. Agile planning helps us to mitigate risk. First, we need to plan to make sure we're actually building the right thing. Second, planning to make sure we have the right team in place. And third, making sure it's actually possible to build a thing. And finally, fourth, planning to ensure that the costs and timelines are reasonable. Okay, so what's our next myth? There's no scope. In Agile, scope is tied to value. In the product vision, the roadmap, and the release plan, and in each sprint. Instead of a wide and deep document of detailed scope, we plan scope at a higher level and then deeper in small chunks as we go. This allows the team to focus on the goals in the vision while changing details as needed to meet the higher level goals. Okay, so what's the next one? Number 3. User stories are not a replacement for requirements or something that just gets handed off to be developed. The team still draws on other techniques to create details and conversations needed to implement each user story. Some examples of other analysis models and techniques that help teams implement user stories are things like user story maps, scenarios, business rules, process modeling, data flow analysis, low fidelity screen flows and mockups, state transition diagrams, and many other techniques and analysis models. There are models, techniques that help us seek connections between stories, data, people, flow, and business events to help the team understand and create meaningful products and features. These may not be formally used as deliverables that get signed off, but rather than models that the team collaborates on to create dialogues and shared understanding of what the details are. And my last myth, no documentation is needed. Well, in Agile, it's not that no documentation is needed. It's that we only document what's valuable. We focus on collaborating in real time in person. If documentation helps the team collaborate and deliver, we document the minimum responsibility to keep the team moving forward in a goal of valuable working software. So instead of depending on the templates and approvals, the team focuses on documenting things that the team needs in order to get the work done to complement the dialogue of things already happening. Some guidelines on documentation I like to follow are: who will use what I am documenting, and do they value it enough to pay for it? I also like to think about how long will the document live for? How long will it be valid? Valuable documentation means it helps a specific person or group get something done in the near future. And yes, by all means, document it. There's actually a lot of documentation in Agile, and is it valuable versus prescribed? Agile myths are common discussion topics on many teams, and I hope I busted a few of those common ones for you in your product ownership.